Sector. We agree with CEOs of the tourism industry that the GST rate of high-end rooms at 28% is high, and we'll take up this issue with the Finance Ministry. That, in fact, is the reassurance coming in from the Tourism Minister K Alphons. Speaking exclusively to CNBC TV 18's Rituparna Bhuyan earlier today, Alphons also said the government will consider the leasing model which worked for hotels like Taj Mansingh. Tourism Minister also added that they are looking to provide infrastructure status to tourism loans so that it is easier to secure funding. But of course, that is something that is probably going to be taken forward only in the budget. Let's take a look.
The CEOs also pointed out towards high GST rates, and this is one issue which has already been raised with the GST Council. Will you, as a tourism minister, also take it up with the relevant?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, the tourism industry feels that the GST rates on the high-end rooms are very high, 28%, and we also feel that it's high. We are certainly going to take it up with the tourism, with the finance ministry. They also feel that the land for setting up hotels comes at too expensive a rate. So we are also going to take it up with the state governments that possibly they can give the land on lease so that this one-time, big-time payment need not be made, and it would be much easier to set up hotels. Now, there's a shortage of something like 200,000 rooms in India, mostly in the middle segment and in the lower segment. So these are the areas in which we want a big investment come. And of course, this would be possible only if the land comes at a much cheaper rate.
Yeah. Last question, sir. We understand that there was also talks about a regulatory body in the tourism sector as well. What could that be? And secondly, will you also be pushing for bringing down the threshold of infrastructure for granting infrastructure status loans to the tourism sector?
Yes, we are working on granting infrastructure status to the tourism industry so that the rooms, the finances would be made available by the banks at a much cheaper rate, and land also would be made available at a much better rate. We are also working on setting up, this was a suggestion from the industry, of having a tourism advisory board. Now, that's something on which we have to take a decision. Basic idea is that we sit down with the tourism industry and then interact with them, and we kind of find out what their problems are.